They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. And the Judicial's long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. He'll bring it out. It's Duarte. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cardinals offense will get first crack at it today. And they were in the market for a guy to make an impact on the ground, and they found him in this transfer, guys.
This was an offense that needs explosive play, so bring this dude in at the running back position and let him go. I can't wait to see what he's able to do today.
And let's see if he can earn the respect of his teammates. You know, you've done this and you have experience elsewhere. Now you get to do it for your squad, for your new team.
Breaks into the open. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Cardinals can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Makes the catch. It's Duarte. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Cardinals really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cardinals are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Right on the money. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville!
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. It'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Judicial's offense has the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run the option. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Judicials will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Big 3rd down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Play of the period, 1st down here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And the Cardinals come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Give to the running back. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Line getting set on 2nd down. He'll run it again. Turning it on. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Pulled down for the tackle.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Going for the marker on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Man, when you're in plus territory on 4th and 1, I don't think the quarterback was ever thinking about coming off the field.
I wouldn't be surprised if the QB convinced the coach to go ahead and do it from the way it looked.
100%. That's coach. We got this. Absolutely. We want more points. We got to go for it. I believe in my guys. The players always try to go for it.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
They go to the ground. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, that's just on the defense. I'm sorry. Fullbacks are not supposed to be able to rip off big runs like that. The defense, they better do a better job tackling as this game goes on.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for a crease. It's O'Neal. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He stopped short, and it's fourth down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's on target and complete. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They'll move the wide receiver. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. Almost had the completion. Just missed it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time on target. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
He's got him. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Pulls it in. It's McBride. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Right. Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
The Cardinals with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more accurate.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Racing down the left side. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Judicials.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Duarte. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. There he goes. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They're going to ride this running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got his man in the middle. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Fires to the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? They'll send the back in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to pass. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. And he will be run out of bounds on the return, so the damage is limited as we wrap up the first half. And the Cardinals will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Oh, he's got some space. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Cardinals with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Cardinals will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's McBride. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's got the tight end. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
The Cardinals are on the move. Leaves it with the running back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll run it. It's Denson. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't.
Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
The Cardinals with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quick strike complete. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. And this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
1st and 10, they're down to the 25. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And this is what's so great about play action. The run fake sucks those linebackers up, and it just creates so much more space for these receivers to operate. Beautiful execution by the offense.
And the Cardinals started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He caught it! And he got it right to the doorstep before he was knocked out of bounds at the 1. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Cardinals! Quick strike through the air for the score. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing. You're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical 3rd down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field, and this guy, you know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows he's got 97 yards rushing here in the 4th quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And offenses practice this situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that. They stay in bed.
Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
The Cardinals pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Quick completion on the out route. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had...
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Louisville!
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air, it's Saunders. Bringing the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Snagged in the middle, it's Wilson. Touchdown Cardinals. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they...
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. To the air on first down. Got his man downfield. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. Makes the grab. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Hold on.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Line gets set, first down. Was to pass. That's caught. It's McBride. A couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the fourth quarter.
There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Gets it out quickly. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first.